I'm Christine White in the Beads Incorporated studio. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you are happy to have found my channel, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button below. You can even tap the bell to the right of the icon to receive notifications every time one of my new videos is released. Today we're going to be talking about embellished hoop earrings. Who doesn't love a statement hoop earring? Sometimes it's all you need to add a little pop to your ensemble. Today we are going to take a simple brushed gold hoop up a notch by wiring small beads along the bottom edge. Materials that you'll need to create this technique are 2 medium to large brushed gold hoops. These are available on my website, 24 gauge craft wire, assorted crystals or mixed beads, earring wires, and assorted jewelry making pliers. Begin by cutting about 2 to 2.5 feet of the 24 gauge craft wire. I'm going to secure this to one point on my hoop. Wrap it around about 3 to 4 times, creating a nice coil. Really watching where that wrap is created. And once I'm done with that, I can snip off my excess wire on one side, and I'm gonna flatten my wrap in order to secure it better to the brushed gold hoop. You can pre-string your beads, or you can start adding them one at a time. I've pre-strung about 6 to 7 inches of the small crystals onto my 24 gauge wire once it's been attached to my brushed gold hoop. And I'm going to begin to wrap these crystals through my hoop, keeping in mind that I want them around the bottom edge. If you were to add your crystals one at a time, you would have a little bit better control over the placement of each crystal. And so I've seen some really pretty patterns done with that. But I'm going for kind of more of an artistic look with this. So you want to leave enough space in between each crystal so that it can really wrap around every side of the bottom of that hoop. So I'm gonna just liberally wrap this around there. And I have a little piece of tape on my wire, which is kind of nice because I don't have to worry about the beads coming off the end while I work. You can also just put a little loop in your wire or something that will secure it. And I'm going to continue to add my crystals around and through. Pulling those beads around as I go. Making sure that we kind of coat each side and each area equally with our crystals. And then you can even go back around in the other direction. We want our wire to also play kind of a design element in or design role in this overall earring. So when we have excess wire there at the end, we're gonna have fun with that, and we're gonna go back and kind of wrap that around the beads. See how I'm just kind of tucking these around and pulling my wire, moving my tape as I get a little bit closer to it, making sure that I space out my crystals. Now I want to kind of work my way back towards the other side because that's where I'm ultimately going to tie this off and end up. Pulling this down. And then finishing up on this side. So I want to make sure that my little loop on this end really kind of matches the loop on this side. So I want to do a nice clean coil, wrapping around my hoop about 3 or 4 times, and really watching where the wire lines up. Once I get to that point, I can snip off my excess, use my flat nose pliers, and I'm just gonna flatten that wrap. So that's gonna really secure it. So our next step is to simply add our earring wire to the top of our embellished hoop. I'm using a simple French wire earring wire, and all of our different styles have a little loop at the bottom that opens up. So I'm just gonna use a pair of flat nose pliers or round nose pliers, open that loop at the bottom just gently, and add our embellished hoop, and then just close it up the way that it came from. Naturally, you're going to make another one to complete your pair, but hopefully that shows you all of the ways that you can customize this technique. Thank you so much for joining me today in the Beads Incorporated studio. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons below. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and be sure to check out all of my other jewelry making videos.